guys, it's Nav Tarot. I'm super excited to be doing this reading for you guys today because this is more of a fun reading. So we're going to look into who is coming into your life next. And this does not have to be platonic or romantic because I know not everyone is looking for romantic intimacy or romantic relationships. So this is just someone who is going to be of great importance, someone who is going to be significant that is coming into your life. So we are doing a pick a pile reading with colors, as you can see. So pile number 1 is emerald, pile number 2 is white, and pile number 3 is, pile number 3 is violet. So whichever color is calling to you the most is the color that you are going to skip to in the video. So this is pile number 1, which is emerald, pile number 2, which is white, and pile number 3, which is violet. So take a second, breathe, and let your intuition choose which color. Right, pile number 1. So this is emerald. It says calm your mind, body, and soul, which I feel like is interesting in itself. I think maybe you guys are probably looking a little bit more towards romantic love, and calming your mind, body, and soul, I feel like is spirit asking you to surrender to the universe's timing. Maybe some of you guys are really anxious, or you're really like, you're getting very antsy, you know? You're getting really impatient, that's the word. You're getting very impatient when it comes to romantic love, people coming in, and I feel like spirit is just like, we got it, don't worry. We're trying to get the right person that is trying to come along for you, and someone who is not going to cause you any more trauma, because those cycles are over and done with. And when somebody's not going to cause you trauma in your life, when, you know, you find a very, very lovely and nice person that is not going to cause you any pain, it's... So I'm sorry to say this, but it takes a while to find a person that's like that. There are a lot of people out there who are not healed. There are a lot of people out there who are emotionally immature and just not ready and not on your level. So it's going to take some time, okay? It's going to take a little bit of time. All right, so we have agate, stability, grounding, and truth. Yep, Gemini. Oh, Mercury and Gemini. They might have a Mercury and Gemini, which is interesting because I just said that they are not emotionally available, or maybe people in your life have, there have been people in your life that have, wow, look at this. It says a stabilizing stone, agate, is used to balance the mind, body, and spirit. Calm your mind, body, and soul. Woo! Love when that shit happens. Okay, anyways. So it says creating harmony in all areas of your life, such as patterns on the crystal itself, grounding and supportive. Agate helps reveal inner truth. Cleansing beneath the surface to expose your authentic self. A wonderful stone to heal resentment. Agate frees you from self-imprisonment or inner anger, replacing it with safety and security. Agate takes its time, vibrating and at a slow and steady pace, and encourages you to take as much time as you need for the matter at hand. Wow. Okay, so the person that is going to come into your life next, I feel like the lesson that is surrounding it is about healing. So I honestly feel like this is probably someone who is going to be there in your life for a very, very long time, maybe a soulmate energy or like a twin flame type of thing, because this person is going to be extremely healing for you. And like, I feel like you have done so much work for you to get to this point. And this is how it is going to be repaid, or this is how it's going to be paid off. Your hard work is going to be paid off with, you know, the person that you are desiring, the person, your dream person. And I feel like this person that's coming into your life is also going to be very stable for you. I feel like people in the past have just made you feel insane, made you feel crazy. They have made you put you out of line, made you unstable because they were unstable. You know, it was like that energy reciprocation where because I feel like you're very empathic, so if they are unstable, you are unstable, if you are unstable, they're unstable, and it just, you know, was a vicious cycle. But this person is definitely going to be so much more balanced, so much more harmonious within their own self and emotions. No more of those people that are so deeply insecure that they cannot handle a badass bitch like you. Okay. What else we got going for this person? Yeah, this is just gonna be so calming for the mind, body, and soul, like it says. All right, so we have Onyx. Okay. Ooh, this says, wow, there's a lot of balance within your guys' relationship whenever that may come. Because obviously this is for the future, so take it with a grain of salt. This is a very fun reading, but hopefully it does reach the right people. So it says balance, the yin and yang, balance of yin and yang. So masculine and feminine energy. Oh wow, and breaking free from any unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous, knowing that you are completely capable of making the right decision for yourself. After all, it's your life. Yeah, wow. Okay, so this is going to be very, very healing for your past, for you to be hopeful about love, because you have not had a good experience with love in your past, so this is going to give you the hope and give you the desire to love again. And it's weird because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're a very loving person and you have not been in a mood to love. And so it feels a little bit off and it feels a little bit weird, but this person is going to give you the hope and the desire to love again. And there's a lot of balance here, like I said, with the masculine and feminine energy. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, your gender, anything. Yin and yang is just saying that there is a harmonious balance to this relationship. Oh my god, I just split the deck and look at what we got. I love it, man. I love it. Alright, what does the tarot have to say for this collective? Alright, we got the Magician. So we have Gemini energy again. So your person definitely might be a Gemini. Yes, Emerald is the birthstone of May. So they definitely might be born in May. You know what I mean? That's the birthstone of May, and May at the end of May is Gemini season. So wow, it's really all connecting. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Whoa, did you see that? He's coming in hot. Well, it doesn't matter if he's a he or she or neither. But wow, just the way that flipped out. Yeah, there's definitely someone that is going to come in very fast and very quickly. I feel like this is sticking out to me. This Sphinx here in the Great Pyramids. I feel like, okay, because this is not usually in the original Rider-Waite, the Sphinx right here. So I feel like the Sphinx in the chariot represent the actual movement of the chariot, because the Sphinx is what makes the chariot move. So I feel like this is really just, you know, confirming that this person is going to come in actually a lot sooner than you think, maybe, or very fast, or maybe this person, when they do meet you or when they do see you, it's like they're gonna have an inner knowing that they are supposed to talk to you, that they are supposed to come up to you. It's kind of like fate, you know, fate bringing you guys together. And I feel like the person is just going to, it's not really gonna be in their, it's not really in their nature to do this, but they will. You know, there's going to be that pull. That's why I feel like with the Magician here, it's going to go, I almost feel like I'm reading this in a literal sense of it's going to be very magical. It's going to be very like energy pull. You guys are pulling on each other's energy, and you're gonna feel very connected, because the Magician is all about desires, right? So I feel like they are going to want you and go for you as well. All right. Wow. This reading, y'all, this freaking reading is so lovely already. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands here. Wow. In this deck specifically, he took off the wreath and put it on this woman. Wow. This reading is just so goddamn connected. So I feel like this person is going to charm you in a very, like, beautiful way. Like, this person, you're, again, like I said, you're going to be very drawn to each other, like, the moment that you run into each other or meet each other. And so I feel like this is just confirming that this person is going to charm you, and you're going to be pulled in, or you're going to be reeled in, you know? And you're going to feel very... The Six of Wands is about success and victory. I feel like you're going to feel like you've done something right. Like you've won. You're going to feel like you've won before you're even starting to really fully get into the relationship. Alright, so we have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands to me, especially in a love reading, I feel like this represents traveling overseas, because it does represent freedom. Oh, wow. Wow! The Chariot. What did we talk about? What did we talk about? The Sphinx. And then, oh. Well, oh my god, yes, traveling overseas. Yes, I feel like if some of you guys are expecting to travel, maybe some of you guys are going to Egypt, North Africa, or maybe the Middle East. I don't know, because the Sphinx and the pyramids really popped out to me in the Knight of Wands here. But yeah, I feel like traveling overseas is really important here as well, just because we have the boats. We have 2 boat cards here, and the Three of Wands also represents freedom. I feel like this represents communication here as well with the bird. This is usually not in the original Rider-Waite, so there will be some kind of communication, maybe a job offer, a job interview, sometime in your life when you are a little bit struggling to balance things. And that's one of the things in this relationship that was very prominent here, was balance. So you're gonna need balance in your life, and you're gonna get it because you're gonna ask for it, and that's what you want and that's what you desire. So maybe you're someone who really struggles with balance. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, letting go. Something about letting go. Oh my god! This is so freaking cute. Okay. Alright, what's the Four of Pentacles for? Wow. Y'all? Alright, we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person is very, passionate. I feel like this person is very desirable and desiring. I feel like they know what they want. And I feel like you also know what you want as well. I feel like you are the one being represented by the Magician here. So you guys have very similar energies in a way. A lot of power for this person as well. A lot of personal power. Maybe this person owns a business, or they run something. They're an entrepreneur. They're a boss. Something of importance when it comes to their work, just because they're very disciplined, or they're very wise. They're in some kind of authority. Yeah, so this person is also very dad-like, maybe. But not in a weird way. Like, in a way of protection. Oh, that's probably why the Four of Pentacles is here as well. Protection. I feel like this person is very protecting, very protective of you. I feel like this person is gonna be very protective of you, yeah. But I think that the Four of Pentacles in the reverse is most likely most referring to your past, and being able to allow yourself to be in this relationship, because like I said before, you haven't loved for a very long period of time, or you haven't loved in a while and you've kind of given up on it. So Four of Pentacles in the reverse is probably just letting you know that you can allow yourself to love and to have a mutual understanding, mutual connection. You're gonna have mutual respect for each other, a lot of love, and a lot of tenderness as well for each other. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with each other as well. That's why I'm like, you guys are gonna meet when you travel or something. Like, this is in regards to traveling for work, traveling just because, and you guys are going to be celebrating something. Like, you guys are just friends. I feel like you guys are gonna be friends first, for sure. And again, take all of this with a grain of salt, because this is for it's a very, very future reading. So, you know, but yeah. This is really, really cute. I love it. So I hope that resonated with you guys. So thank you so much to my pile ones, and I will see you guys in the next video. Right, pile number 2. So we have white. Now this says lighten up. So when I think of lighten up when it comes to relationships of any kind, I think of having fun. I think of allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to love despite of anything that has happened in the past. Allowing yourself to just be, and allowing yourself to laugh and go out and have a good time while you're young. Alright, so let's get some crystal cards for this pile 2 white energy. Alright, we have Mars and Leo. Okay, so pyrite, luck, prosperity, and success. Ooh, okay. Moonstone, nurturing, divine feminine, and intuitive. Cuprite, Aquarius, or Venus in Aquarius, generosity, security, and flow. Okay, so interesting. I feel like you guys spend a lot of time with yourselves. And this reason being, I feel like you probably just aren't really people. You guys just aren't really people persons. And that is okay. That is definitely okay. But at the same time, I feel like allowing yourself to love is very important. Allowing yourself to just breathe. Like, I feel like a lot of heaviness on my heart. So a lot of you guys have probably gone through a lot in regards to relationships and love in your past, and you're just like, love is disgusting, I don't want it, there's nothing for me. And that is totally fine, you know, if you think that. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of you guys are desiring deep down to have relationships or to have people in your life. Yeah, a lot of the time I feel like I'm getting Capricorn energy or Earth sign energy, being kind of a little distant and cold when it comes to people, because people have let you down time and time again. So you're like, I don't want people in my life, I don't even want friends, I don't need anybody. But, you know, in reality, you're like, damn, I want to go out with somebody, or I want to go to a bar with somebody, or have a drink with somebody, whatever, you know, just go out and have fun. So I feel like Pyrite is saying that you are abundant on your own, and that you're successful on your own, and that you have everything that you need on your own 100%. But don't suppress the desires that you have. Don't suppress the desires, because it just strips you away from the things that you love and the things that you care for. And you don't want to do that to yourself, you know? Ooh, some of you guys might have daddy issues. Just because here in this Cuprite, I'm sorry, I still don't know if I'm saying this right. It says, it assists with facing issues with authority figures, especially your father, in order to become the authority figure in your own life. So I feel like maybe some of you guys are tapping into your dark feminine energy, and really healing those parts of yourself, really becoming the person that you never were able to be when, you know, in your childhood maybe, or you're taking that energy and rage and sadness and pain and turning it into something really beautiful. but I'm still getting this energy of you having this notion of love isn't real, love is fake, love is stupid, or love is shit. So much so that you're not really allowing yourself to have love in your life. And again, that doesn't mean that you can't be alone or that you cannot not want romantic love, because no, not everybody is not asexual, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people just don't want romantic love in their life, but I'm talking like other love as well. I'm talking platonic love, romantic love, just family love, just like in general. I just feel like you're really needing to lighten up a bit, like it says, because I just feel like there's a lot of anger in that people that have failed you, and I feel like it's time to change. I do. Obviously, you have your own free will and you have your own timing. This will take some time to open up to the idea of it, possibly if you want to. But I feel like it would be, oh my god, yes. I feel like it would be healthy for you. I really do. Because, again, like I said, I feel like you're stripping yourself of your desires. And you don't want to do that. You know, you want to give yourself everything that you desire, everything that you deserve, and everything that you want because you deserve it. So we have the Death card here and the Three of Swords in the reverse. Exactly, I feel like you're needing to let go, and maybe you've been avoiding of letting go of this pain and this hurt, and you are needing to turn it into something beautiful, or using that feminine energy to tap into your dark feminine energy, if you haven't already. But the Three of Swords in the reverse is really just saying that you are healing and that you are taking your karmic lesson, or you're taking the pain, your karmic pain, and using it for transformation with the Death card here, using it for rebirth instead of suppressing it, instead of making things worse for yourself or darker. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're really, really abundant right now, regardless of if that means money. Just because we have Pyrite here as well, we have luck, prosperity, success. So I do feel like you are working very, very hard to build up the life, or the life that you're wanting for yourself right now, and yourself only. And then you're going to focus on, you know, bringing other people into your life. Maybe you're just making sure that you are stable and that you are successful first before you start thinking of anybody else. And honestly, that's a slay. You know what I mean? That is wonderful that you are doing that, because that's being responsible, and that's making sure that you are healthy first. All right, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. It's funny. We had the Knight of Wands upright in the other reading. Okay, I feel like there is a lack of passion and a lack of desire, or a lack of being in touch with those desires, because you have been in a very depressive state, if I'm being honest. But a lot of this is within the head. I don't think a lot of it is the circumstances of your environment or anything that you can't control. I definitely do think that a lot of this is something that you control in regards to your mentality or in regards to your emotions. So I feel like the Five of Cups is really just asking you to change your perspective, reminding you that you are in control of your emotions, that your emotions do not control you. All right, so that's enough about you. So who is coming into your life next? What type of person is coming into your life next? All right, we have the High Priestess here. I feel like this is a spiritual person, a spiritual friend. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is more of a friend type of energy, because I don't think that you're ready for love just quite yet. So I think a new friend is coming in for into your life. This friend is going to teach you a lot of things about spirituality, or not necessarily teach you, but I feel that they're going to give you a look into different perspectives of spirituality. So maybe they have a different spiritual practice, maybe they practice from a different culture. They just have something that is, they're very spiritual, but in a different way than you. And so you are going to get a lot of insight and a lot of courage, or you're going to be encouraged, on your spirituality and your spiritual practices, to maybe explore them or do things differently, or just to learn more about it. There's going to be, like, I feel like maybe you have been looking for a spiritual friend, or looking for someone to have discussions with about spirituality and have real adult conversations about shit that's other people don't really talk about if they're not spiritual. And so I feel like you're going to be very, very happy and very aligned with this person. The Four of Wands is all about community and just overall happiness and being in touch and in tune with somebody. It's also the 1111 card, kind of like luck and fate and destiny. So I do feel like this person is meant to be in your life, to give you a sense of community and give you a sense of, oh, there are people out there like me, you know? There are people that are, you know, oh, and the sun came out. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, there are people out there that are like me, and there are people out there that are wanting to have real adult conversations about, you know, things that other people probably don't talk about. And then the sun here. So I feel like the sun is representing your inner child. There's healing here. There's warmth and love coming from the universe and healing your inner child with this person. Probably because you have not found a lot of people that are, you know, connected to you in that way of being like you. So maybe you have a lot of trauma with people not relating to you, or you not relating to them, or just you not feeling in place. You not feeling like you have a place in this world, but you do. You so do, and you're gonna see that. All right, if you chose Violet, then this is your reading. This is pile 3. Oh, okay. So I feel like, so this says create a balanced life, and I already talked about that in pile number 1 for Emerald. So, but I feel like for this instance, I feel like it's more in a way, I'm almost getting kind of ADHD energy. I feel like it's more in the way of you having a hard time with only focusing all of your energy on one thing at a time. It's like you have a hard time doing multiple things at once, or multitasking. I feel like you have a difficult time with multitasking, and maybe even asking for help. I just heard that for some reason. Okay, so we have green calcite, okay, which is fertility, abundance, and growth. Ooh, okay. Awesome. Start off with. And then we have lepidocrocite, open heart, grounded, and teacher. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. All right, one more. Oh, okay, 2. All right, so we have Sugalite, originality, forgiveness, unconditional love, and amethyst, phantom quartz, expression, gifts, and originality. Oh, we have 2 originalities here. Interesting. So we also have 2 purple cards. So I feel like that's interesting. Maybe purple is your favorite color. But purple is also the color of intuition as well. So I feel like that's something that is notable. So I feel like this person that is coming into your life is a teacher of some kind, you know, like a mentor, whether that mean physically, metaphorically, or in a literal sense. In a literal sense, meaning they can be a school teacher or a mentor of some kind, but it's most likely probably in a metaphorical sense or a spiritual sense. of this person coming into your life for a karmic reason, or for you to learn some kind of lesson with them and to grow with them and to feel abundant on your own. I know that sounds weird because you're like, oh, I'm getting into a relationship to know how abundant I am on myself, by myself. And it's like, yes, because I feel that what you struggle with, or what you are struggling with right now, is a sense of individuality. So what we have here, we have two originalities here, which is weird because I feel like not a lot of people, I don't hear that word very often, originality. So, here it says individuality is encouraged and uniqueness and expression is embraced by the stone. So I feel like a big lesson in this relationship that is coming forward is knowing how abundant, knowing how abundant and prosperous you are without being in a relationship. So I feel like you have a hard time with individuality when you get into relationships. I feel like you get very infatuated with people, maybe even clingy in a bad way, or very obsessive maybe, or possessive with your partners, because there is a loss of individuality when you get into relationships, feeling like you are one with this person, and that you cannot be anything without them. It's kind of this, it's the energy of when you're in a relationship, you are always tied to that person. You are always associated with that person. And that is not necessarily true at all. I think a big part of this relationship, its lesson, is to know how abundant and prosperous you are on your own. You don't need to have someone in your life to be cheering you on, to have someone on the side with you through your life and your lessons. You are your own person, even when you are in a partnership. I know that sounds weird, but it's very true. You are your own person, even when you are in a partnership. You are not tied to a person at any time. Not even if you're married, you're still your own individual person. Obviously not legally, but spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. You will always be your own person. You will always be abundant and beautiful and prosperous and worthy on your own, regardless of if you are in a relationship or not, at any given time in your life as well. Alright, but I want to know more about this person, and who might they be, who is coming into your life. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who's coming into your life in definitely more of a romantic fashion, for sure. Because I see that they desire you. I see that they desire the energy that you have. I feel like they view you in a the High Priestess sometimes, especially when we're talking about someone who is desirable. The High Priestess is someone who is very sexy, very sultry, someone who is very mysterious, maybe a very good-looking woman or a very good-looking person. Again, someone who is very desirable. So they will show that to you, because the King of Wands is a very straightforward person. He's not really afraid, and especially with the Strength card as well, talking about a lot of confidence here. This person is very confident and will not be afraid of their demons, or they will not be afraid of what is inside or what is in them, and they're very courageous and very, I almost want to just say honorable. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe that makes sense to some of you, but someone who is very out there, someone who's very excited and very passionate and very driven, someone who is very outwardly what is the word? Extroverted. That's the word. Someone who's very extroverted, and someone who is maybe even very stubborn. And so with the High Priestess here as well, I feel like you are on the more reserved, shy side, because we have the High Priestess and the Hermit in the reverse here. So I feel like you are more shy in a way. I'm almost getting the sun and moon energy. So that's very cute because the sun and the moon um, is described sometimes as like the ultimate, the ultimate desire for a relationship. Like those dynamics are the best, and you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys are very polar opposites, but at the same time, you guys complement each other very, very, very well. And so, yeah, this person with the Knight of Cups here as well, they're going to express their desires for you, not just show them or say them, they will act them out as well. So, giving you really nice, lovely gestures, a lot of flowers, like a lot of like charming energy. Like this person is very romantic, being very good at being romantic. So yeah, giving you a lot of flowers or a lot of gestures, showing acts of love and acts of kindness, just as a person, even not even in a romantic way, as a person as well. Just someone who's very sweet, very generous, very nice, a very loving, very expressive person. That's the word as well. This person is very, very expressive. And I feel like it's in a really good way. It's in a really refreshing way. And then here we have Justice, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this person is very, very hardworking. But I also feel like the Eight of Pentacles is talking about your guys' relationship and saying that there is going to be a energy of being satisfied and an energy of being very happy. And again, the Nine of Cups is like this happiness, this wish fulfillment, and indulging in what you have built up and created for yourself. So you are going to build up this beautiful relationship and create it from nothing or create it from the ground up, and it's going to be very satisfying and feel so good. And you're gonna be indulging in it because that's what you deserve, but again, the Nine of Cups is also my card of individuality and prioritizing. So even though you are taking the time to build up a relationship with someone, you still will have that individuality and that sense of, I did this on my own as well. I worked on myself as well and as a team, but also recognizing your own trophies or recognizing your own achievements, because you are the most important thing. Your own health is the most important thing, and prioritizing your needs over anyone else's. Yeah, I feel like you people please a lot. I feel like that's something that's kind of here as well. People pleasing and just putting everyone's priority over yours, that is not going to be no more. That is going to stop with this person. And I feel like it's probably because this person, again, like I said in the beginning, this person is a mentor of some kind. I feel like they're a leader, honestly, especially with the King of Wands here. They're a leader of some kind, maybe even a spiritual leader, because the High Priestess is here. And they're really going to show you that I feel like they're the ones that are going to show you that no, don't worry about me. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to recognize your own trophies and your own achievements, and you do you, I do me, but we can do stuff together too, and we're a team, and we're also individuals, and yeah, that is going to create the balance. And that ties it back to the Violet card, which says create a balanced life. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, so I really, really hope that resonated with everybody. I hope that your pile resonated with you, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.